see you. Good to see you in a cold place.
Happy New Year.
Yes, thank you. Happy New Year.
Back tomorrow evening.
Oh, back to Kinshasa.
To Kinshasa. After my forest.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Of course, yes.
It's a big project.
Yes.
Yeah. How are you?
Voilà, hapa saa hii tuko musoko ya Kavumo, iko deja 17 mebati yote bashatoka musoko. Mutuambie tuko mwinchi gani? Tuko mwinchi gani hapa saa hii banduki yangu? Mutusaidie. Chilombo anatuma tunateseka. Musoko ya Kavumo me 17 ile batu wote bashatoka. 17 batu banatoka. Soko inafunga kama 20. Me mutuone insécurité mu mungini, batu wote bashaanza kimbia. Mutuambilie Chilombo kama tunateseka.
to Rwanda, the Great Lakes region continues to face the threat of terrorism, particularly from the Allied Democratic Forces, ADF, operating in eastern DRC. The ADF, identified as one of the groups responsible for the most egregious human rights violation in DRC, has claimed the lives of over 650 civilians since June 2024, including more than 200 in the Beni region alone. Despite this clear and present danger, it is appalling to see that the government of DRC has chosen to divert attention from this real terrorist threat by labeling another movement, the M23, which is a group fighting to protect a persecuted Congolese community, as a terrorist organization. For several decades, this community that the M23 now defends has faced systematic marginalization, forcing many to seek refuge in neighboring countries, including Rwanda, where we host over 100,000 refugees. This brings us to an important question. Who has the legitimacy to define terrorism, and which groups should be designated as terrorist organizations in Eastern DRC? Can a UN member state allow itself the right to abuse this notion of terrorism for political and diplomatic gains, including vis-à-vis the UN Security Council? When we look at it, who can be qualified as terrorists in Eastern DRC beyond the ADF? Is it the M23, a Congolese movement that is protecting a persecuted Congolese community, victim of hate speech? Or is it the FRDC National Army that has embedded the FDLR genocidal force, which is not only a UN-sanctioned group, but also a movement that was designated by the US government in 2001 as a terrorist organization? And what do terrorist acts look like in Eastern DRC? Can the protection of a persecuted Congolese community be qualified as terrorism, or is it the targeting, persecution, and killing of civilian Tutsi in Eastern DRC, including through the burning down in October 2023 of more than 300 homes of Congolese Tutsi in Turo village, Masisi territory, by the FRDC, the Nyatura, and the FDLR militias, which should be qualified as terrorism? We cannot hope to resolve the threat of terrorism if we fail to identify and address its true perpetrators. The international community must ensure that efforts to combat terrorism are rooted in impartiality, justice, and a genuine commitment to peace. Mislabeling groups or ignoring systemic injustices only perpetuates cycles of violence and undermines the credibility of our collective actions.